Hello. It's like trying to get it organized. Hi, hello. I showed these videos on YouTube and some people on YouTube get upset because I move things around and I'm like, you just don't understand a live video. For those, yeah, because we got to do the thing, we got to press live and then we got to move things around, that's all. Hello, if you are watching the replay, let me know you're watching the replay. I would love to know. It's also really interesting how you found out about me and where you live. I know I have women watching from all over the world, but I'm always fascinated. I love travel. I love other countries, other cultures. So to me, it's just really interesting where people are tuning in from. And what I want to talk about is my new 21-day program for those who are thinking or those who have kind of thought about it or looked at it and got, yeah, that's not really what I want. That's not really enough. That's not really like whatever. I want to kind of clear up a few things. And I think that's really important because if you haven't worked with me before and you're quite new to me and my videos and my things, you may not really know what would be the difference of being in one of my 21-day programs compared to just watching my free content, right? So what I want to say is the biggest thing is that when you are just watching the free content, you are getting bits and pieces, but you're not getting the whole picture, right? So it would be like reading, I don't read fiction, but it would be like reading a fiction like mystery novel or something, but only reading certain pages, and then you can't put it all together. You know, you're going, well, I get bits and pieces of this, but I can't put it together. I don't still understand. That's what it's like. So you can watch my free content, you can get pieces here and there. Like I had someone comment today on one of my posts about that she watched a few of my recipe videos and was like, oh, I hope these help me lose weight. And I was thinking, oh my goodness, that's not at all what it's about, like all about. You can have all the recipe books in the world. And if just having the healthy recipes would help you lose weight, I can tell you we'd have a lot more women who had weight loss, was successful in weight loss, right? So it's not just that, but I do love doing all my content and it's all available for you. I have pretty much almost 800 videos on YouTube you can watch. I have 2 free trainings on my site, dianamarchand.com. And in this, if you scroll through this page, Women Creating Healthy Lives, you will see hours and hours and hours of free content, free trainings about everything, right? It's just putting it together. It's like, so in our 21-day program, what we do is you have three coaching videos with me a week, and they're replays, so you don't have to be on live. You can watch the replay, but you also get access to me where you can ask me questions specifically to you. I will answer them fully and completely, or I will do a special video on it. You are there when I'm doing the live videos if you choose to be, and we can go over whatever is like causing you problems in that moment. So you will say to me, Diana, I'm dealing with this right now. What can I do? And then I will, talk about it in the video. So all of those things, right? You post your food. You post your food every single day in the 21-day group. You post a picture of what you've eaten, and I will suggest that looks good, but you need to do this. You need to do this. Try this. Take away this. Add more of this, right? I mean, basically, you get such a good idea of what eating is right for you and during this phase of life within the first week. And you also learn about the superfoods and how to include more nutrient and mineral dense foods into your day. Because what I find most about women is that they are not eating enough of the good foods. They are focused so much on what they need to stop eating, and that's not at all where the focus really needs to be. So when you focus so much on, well, like I'll have women contact me, well, I'm not eating this, I'm not drinking this, I'm not doing this, I'm not doing this, I still can't lose the weight. And then what I find out is, well, because you're so focused on what you're giving up, but you need to focus more on what do I need to include? What are the foods that are right to help feed my hormones, like feed the glands that produce the hormones so that they produce the hormones better? What foods do I need to eat more of that help balance my blood sugar levels, help balance my hormones better, help balance my moods, right? What are these foods that I need to eat more of? And then knowing how to prepare them and having all the recipes. So what I find is that people tend to eat a lot of the same old. Of course, that's what we tend to do. We get caught in these ruts. And so you're not eating enough of the variety or enough of the foods that during this phase in midlife are really important for you. Okay? A lot of women in this phase of life deal with things like anxiety and depression and insulin resistance, right? Which you don't even know you're in. This is a huge one. A lot of women don't even realize that they're in some form of insulin resistance, which will keep you in the weight gain cycle, and you will not lose weight. You will not lose weight. And it's what you're eating, and often caused by stress too. And it's just that you're eating some of these foods that are putting you in a bit of that insulin resistance, and because you have belly fat, it just makes it actually worse. And therefore it's just continuing, and you're caught up in this hormone loop, and you're unable to lose the weight at all, right? And when you try various diets and various ways of eating, and you try to give up all these foods you think you need to give up, that's not enough. That's the problem. It's not just about what you give up, it's about what you include. So in my program, the 21-day program, because you post your food, and it doesn't have to be perfect, and it doesn't have to be pretty, you just post a picture of what you're eating in the moment. And I am able to guide you, this. So you get it right there. It's like I'm sitting with you saying, okay, add a little bit more of this, decrease it a little bit. How about add this? Why don't you try making this, right? And then you're like, oh, I get it. That's, oh my God, this is so good. Thank you. You will realize your cravings will greatly decrease within the first week. Within the first week, you won't crave what you used to crave before. You will feel satisfied. You will not feel deprived. Every woman in every group I've ever done said they do not feel deprived. They are surprised at how great their cravings decrease and how full they feel and how they feel like they're not missing out on anything. It's because if you go by the recipes you know for healthy eating, you may not make them in a very good or tasty way. You may not, I have thousands of recipes. I have this huge recipe database to pull on. And in my groups, in my 21-day programs and stuff, you are also allowed to say, Diana, I would please love some recipes on this. I would love to know how to make a healthy version of this. And it's not just about the foods, right? We're also going into the stress reduction. So if you're consistently in stress, you will not release weight. You will not release the weight. So there's this stress loop by hormones, right? This loop that continues, and you can't get out of it because you are unaware of what's really causing it. So in the 21-day program, we get to what is causing this loop that you're in that is stopping you from losing weight. Once you know what that is, you make some changes and you begin to lose the weight, right? That's the most important thing, is you begin to make the right changes for you so that your body can release the weight. And that's also, I mean, we don't know what it is, right? But it's just like understanding your body, learning to listen to your body, learning to hear what your body's telling you, which is the symptoms, the signs, the signals, right? Getting clear on understanding those, which is really important. And you will. This is what we work through. So we work through the stress reduction. We work through your mindset, which your mindset is the thing that will throw you off consistently. It's for people who are like, I've tried and I failed and I keep trying this and I keep trying this and nothing seems to work and I'm really frustrated, I'm confused, I don't know what to believe, I emotionally eat, I eat when I'm stressed. And these stories you tell yourself, right? Like, well, because I was feeling stressed and I worked really hard and I had this big thing, of course I'm gonna eat this. So last night I had a date to myself. So I ate this and I ate and I ate and I ate and someone came over and my friend came over and we just need to do this, right? We look at those patterns. We look at those stories and we dismantle them. But this does not mean you don't get to eat those foods. And this is probably one of the things that women get confused the most about, It is not about never eating the foods you love again. It is not about saying, I can never have a glass of wine. I can never have a candy. I can never have chocolate. No, that's not it. You are focused on the wrong things again, which is why, because society tells that. Society's like that. They're constantly telling us what we need to give up to lose weight. It is not about that. You almost, basically, if you bring in the right nutrition into your body, you will decrease your cravings just by eating more healthy foods. You will, right? And then when you get your mindset on board, when you discover the why behind it, the inspiration, the motivation, which is only from within. I am not somebody who will cause you to motivate yourself move forward. No, I may be able to inspire you so that you feel more motivated. I am the type of person who can guide you to find your inner motivation, but it's all still you, right? And this is the thing too. I'm not somebody who's going to cause you to lose weight. You are the one. You are the one who is going to find what will work for you, right? What you're going to learn, what your body is like, what your body's good with, what your body's not good with, what works for you, what doesn't work for you. You're going to find your inner motivation, your inner inspiration, all of those things. That's you. You will be able to do those things. It's just that on your own, without a supportive group, without some guidance, you don't tend to do those things. I mean, how many times, right, have people said, okay, I'm going to take, 5, 10, 15 minutes a day to meditate every day. What do you do that for 2 days, 3 days, and then you give it up? You don't continue. When you're the only person trying to do it all on your own, you most likely won't follow through. That's just the fact. Because you don't feel supported. You don't feel like you're picking up too much energy of the people around you who are different than you are, right? So when you're around a supportive group of women, when you're around women who are working through the same things, when you are in a group of women who know what you're going through, when you're in a group of women who are there to support you, to love you, to hear you, right? Who can completely understand. But then you have me, who's not going to buy into your story and your excuse. I'm going to point them out and go, hey, that's a story, that's an excuse. Let's repattern it. Let's work through this. Let's change and shift this so that you can overcome it, so you don't keep repeating those patterns over and over and over. People say, come and they say, I feel stuck. I feel like I don't know what to do. I'm confused. I'm conflicted. Because you're trying to do it all on your own. Because you're listening to 5 million different pieces of information out there, and we cannot sift through that. Also, you can't hear your own shit. You don't know your own stuff that's holding you back because you are too emotionally involved, right? Because it is you, your person, you, this person that has repeated the same patterns, behaviors, and habits for years and years and years, right? That's normal for you. It is so second nature. But when someone can come in and see that objectively and look at right away, I can see your patterns, I can see your behaviors, I can hear your thought, I can see what you're thinking. I hear you, because when you post and you talk, right away what you're thinking, what's going on, and then point that out to you and go, this is why, right? You have been repeating this pattern. This is your pattern. This is what you tend to do. So let's break it. This is how you begin to break it. And awareness helps you go, oh my God, that's why this has been happening. That's why I've been doing this. And then you can begin to make something different. Then you can begin to shift it, right? So in my 21-day program, you get all the recipes. You get to be part of a private Facebook group with supportive women. I'm in there every day, a lot during the day. You can ask any question you want to me. You can request recipes. You can request special trainings on a topic, any topics. And and then in the live training videos 3 times a week, which there's always the saved replay, right? You can ask me any questions. You can tell me what you're going through and we can work through it right at that moment. You will learn, you're going to learn things about the hormones, what your body might be going through, how to shift that, how to tweak your foods, things about food combining, things about exactly what are the exact foods that are good for you right now during this phase of life. We can talk about various things like intermittent fasting and about juice and smoothie cleanses or detoxing, anything like that that you wish to know. And of course, we go into the mindset, bringing awareness as to what is holding you back, what ways of thinking, believing, patterning that is neurologically wired in you right now that you may not even realize that has been holding you back from getting results, from being consistent with anything, right? So that's what it is. It's very, very, very powerful, the 21-day groups. You go through change fast, but it's not change that feels too uncomfortable because it just seems natural. Because your awareness is being raised, you're saying, oh, that's what I've been doing. That's what oh, okay. Or eating even, oh, okay, I adjust it this way. Oh, okay. You try that, bang, it's done. It's not that hard. And so for anybody who's thinking, I don't know if I don't want to make the changes, I have to give up too much. It is not about that. You can eat meat, you can have a glass of wine, you can have coffee, whatever. You will see that those things are the very small part of this whole thing. Right? You can have a bit of chocolate. I'm going to show you how you don't have to give up your life. You don't have to give up everything you love to lose the weight, feel great, boost your energy, decrease inflammation, greatly decrease your cravings and the digestive problems, all of those things, and start to, for sure, you're going to feel way less bloating. Your clothes are going to fit so much better. Your skin is going to look better, more youthful and clear. You're going to have more energy. Your cravings are going to be greatly decreased. You're going to feel way more confident around food, even around the holidays, around every special occasion. You will have it positively. All right. If you have any questions, message me through Facebook or comment below on this video. And also it's dianamarchand.com. You can check out, it's in the menu bar, 21-day program, or you can go right to dianamarchand.com/21-day-recharge, RECHARGE, and check out the program. All right. It is, I will not be doing another more beginner program like this for quite a while. So get in now live. I may do it as a self-study, but not live for quite a while. All right. So get in now and get full, complete support, and you will be amazed at where you will be in 21 days. All right. Bye-bye.